Ori Spado here. You know, folks, as you know, I come out here, I tell you the truth, and I'm totally honest with you. And maybe I shouldn't be. Because honesty is not getting people anywhere. I keep wondering, why am I doing this social media? They say we have freedom of speech in this country. But do we really? Seriously. Hi, Alma, thank you for coming. Do we really have free speech? Look at what just happened to that young man, 31 years old, a wife, and 2 younger children, okay? That will never see their father again. He had free speech. He wasn't a bad guy. He had his political views. Somebody didn't like him, okay? Because he was a MAGA supporter. That's probably it, okay? You know, I wasn't going to come and do a live show today. I wanted to take the day off. But then I think, free speech, they keep telling us, free speech. We don't have it, folks. You know, and where it all began is with all this technology we have. Good morning, Lindy. How are you, kid? Thank you for coming, Lindy. You know, isn't it surprising how quickly everybody forgot about Diddy? Nothing about Diddy. If you check YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everything is about this young man that just became unalive. Let's talk about free speech. You all know Merriam-Webster, okay? The dictionary. Throw it out. Throw it out your window. Because technology has changed what we can say. I was replying to somebody on Instagram, and I used the word, the opposite of untruth. And a thing popped up for me to check what I was saying. And I looked at that word, and I had to change that word to untruth. I couldn't use the real words that I learned as a young man, and all you learned the same thing. Nancy Flowers, thank you for hitting that thanks button, folks. And folks, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, okay? And you know, I have a membership, folks, for those of you who don't know, okay? Join my membership team, please, I would appreciate it, okay? You know, everybody thinks that I'm a wealthy old man, a wealthy gangster. Folks, I am not wealthy. I'm just like you. I'm no different. I have to make ends meet every single month in order to survive. It's very tough for the elderly. But, you know, let's go back, okay, of what we can say and how they have changed it. And who are these people, all right? Who are these people that taken away our free speech? It's all these tech people. The tech people who are all multi-billionaires. Do you folks know who Larry Ellison is? Huh? How many of you know who Larry Ellison is? Larry Ellison just became one of the wealthiest Americans in the world. And you know why? Well, actually, he's 1 billion less than Elon Musk. Okay? All right? 1 billion. That's all. He's 383 billion, his net worth. Elon Musk is now 384 billion. And you know why? Because Larry Ellison owns Oracle, and they got their AI. And in one day, the largest jump ever on Wall Street, he made another 110 billion, no, 86 billion it was. One day, 86 billion. Folks, we try to make $86. He made 86 billion. And these are the people. It's not the President of the United States that's running our country, all right? It's not him. You think it's him. And we'll get to talk about President Trump in a minute, okay? He's a businessman, but he's now a politician. Don't think he's not a politician, and he plays the game extremely well, okay? You know, yeah, I'm going to talk about Charlie Kirk again in a moment, folks, okay? But let me tell you who. The world's richest, and look at how they phased this here. The world's richest Jew, Oracle chief, technology officer, Larry Ellison. Technology. Briefly surpassed Tesla CEO Elon Musk Wednesday as the richest man in the world. Ellison's elevation following a surge in Oracle stock marked the first time that a Jewish billionaire topped Bloomberg's Billionaires Index after a better than expected earnings report. His estimated wealth rose by 89, I said 86 before, I apologize, 89 billion, and the largest one-day increase ever recorded in history. But by the end of the day, Musk, who has long held the top spot, regained his top ranking by $1 billion. 1 billion. Look, billions of these people are nothing. Nothing. Ellison has long, consistently edged out Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg as the wealthiest Jew in the world. They keep using the word Jew. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. That's Larry Ellison. I'm going to tell you another guy you never know. You don't hear this guy's name, okay? I bet you don't know who Lawrence Douglas Fink is. Tell me, put it in the chat. Do you know who Larry Fink is? Let me tell you who Larry Fink is. If Larry Fink told the president to jump, the president would say hi. How high? Here we are, we have a country that we're $37 trillion in debt. But let me tell you about Larry Fink. Born November 2nd, 1952. He's an American billionaire businessman. He is co-founder and chairman and CEO of BlackRock. Now, you all heard of BlackRock, right? American Multinational Investment Management Corporation. BlackRock is the largest money management firm in the world with more than $10 trillion in assets. That's one company. There's two others. Okay? I can't remember the names of it. Forgive me. Okay? One company is worth more than the United States government. This company happens to be buying up that property in the Pacific Palisades. Technology, technology, technology. Here it is. If you wanted to go out and open up a store or a restaurant or something, you can't do it because you don't have the money. All right? Now, folks, I have nothing to do with crypto. I don't even know what it is. I'm not going to get involved with it. Okay? But, you know, crypto is now the thing. And guess what? President Trump started his own crypto company, something, from what I hear. All right? Tax cuts. Yeah, tax cuts. Who? It's just a political thing to get your vote. Okay? Folks, I gotta go to court next month in Santa Monica for 2 red light camera tickets I got. Okay? Now, I've been postponing it for 3 years. 3 years I've been postponing. But now I can't postpone no more. I have to go to court because in Beverly Hills and in Santa Monica, they got, if you go through a red light camera, they take your picture. Almost you can't beat them. You know how much these tickets are here? You say, right here in the state of California, $540. Los Angeles, the city and county of Los Angeles stopped it, took them all down. But not Beverly Hills or Santa Monica. They still got them. And they're thriving. And folks, sometimes you got to run a red light. You got a guy behind you beating a horn, all right? Or the guy in front of you did something, okay? You know how much these tickets are in Florida? $50. Why are they $50 in Florida, $540 here? Why? Look who's running this state. Look who's running this state. Now, take a look, folks. Who unalive, can't say the real word here, could I? Unalive, I gotta say, okay? Because look at folks, none of us read all the terms and conditions when you sign up on any social media platform. Okay, lawyers don't even read them, all right? Lawyers don't read them. How are we gonna read them? You ever look at them? All right, they go on forever. I'm fed up, folks. I don't know why I'm here. I come here only because of the supporters and the people that I got come to my YouTube channel who have subscribed to my channel. You're the only reason I come here. All right? Only reason. I don't make no money from YouTube. It's like they got my account frozen now. It's impossible that one of my things hasn't gotten no views in 3 days. Okay? I don't know what happened. I said nothing wrong in it. All right? But this young man, 31 years old, Charles Kirk, they found a guy this morning, a leftist, a leftist. Remember I said the other day, or I did a video, there is no more Democratic Party. That's history. It's gone. You folks will never know what the Democratic Party was, because now it's the Liberal Party. The Liberal Party. And the Republican Party, you're never going to know what that used to be. It's called the MAGA Party. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that there. Both parties are trash, Lex. Yes. Both parties are trash. Everything's money, money, money. They don't care about you. They just want to fill their pockets. And they fill it every day with all this crap that they feed us. Do I have a right to be fed up? I'm 80 years old. I have seen our country change, and it just gets worse every single day. And I live in the worst state of the whole country. I live in a state that is a socialist state. We're going, okay? We are California. We got anybody from California here? Somebody asked my name. See how lazy people are? They're asking my name. It's right there in my profile. But people want to know my name. See? Because people don't look at other people's profiles on social media. Okay? They don't know nothing about this person. All right, I'll say it again. My name is Ori Spado. It's really Orlando Spado. I'm the author of the book, The Accidental Gangster, From Insurance Salesman to Hollywood Fixer. Okay? Check me out. Google my name. You'll find everything you want about me. It's simple. I'm very transparent. I don't hide. I don't run. Now, Charlie Kirk, obviously because he was a MAGA, he had haters. Because people don't like what I say on YouTube, I have haters. Look at all these people that hate me, okay? Look at it. You all witnessed it. You were here. I'm running out. Folks, I'm 80 years old. My time on earth is very limited, okay? And I know that. And I'm not afraid of leaving this earth, okay? Because wherever I'm going, it's got to be better than here, okay? Trying to read some of your, I'm not getting bulletproof glass, folks. I don't run, I don't hide. Anybody want me, come and get me, okay? Come and get me if anybody hates me. Don't bother me at all. We got so much hatred in this country. And I'm fed up with it. This poor young man, only because, and you know what? This young man was willing to sit down with the opposite beliefs of other people and debate with them. That's all he was doing. That's all. He was a good Christian boy, went to church, did all those things. All the good things. and a good man is no longer with us. And those wife and those two beautiful young daughters, they were there. They seen it happen. They were right there. Can you imagine his wife? What we all see, because they posted it, was on TV. It was all over social media. Okay? Can you imagine the wife and the two young daughters seeing that happen to their father? It's terrible. Red or blue, who cares? Who really cares? All right? It should have never happened. But will he be the last? No. There'll be more. Look at these idiots that try to unalive President Trump. Okay? Look at the ones who unalive Kennedy. Both Kennedys. I don't believe it was really Harvey Oswald, whatever his name was, all right, that unalived Kennedy. It was impossible with that weapon that he had. Impossible. Yeah, check it out. He had an old weapon that the Italians had, and it was so bad during the war, World War I, okay, it's how far back we go, okay? That the Italians, when they go in a battle, they were picking up the weapons of the Germans. That's how bad that rifle was that Oswald used. This guy was, who we don't know much about this guy that they caught for unaliving Mr. Kirk, but he was definitely a good shot. One shot from 200 yards. You know how good he had to be? So I'm waiting for more information to come out from him about him, who he was, where he come from, and so forth. Okay, I haven't heard it yet. Maybe you folks have. So folks, we don't have freedoms in this country like they tell us. We are not the United States of America anymore. We are the divided states of America. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't. And why is it that all these presidents and everybody, why is it always the people on the left that are making people unalive? You don't see the people on the right doing that there. Okay? Is that true? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Yeah, it's political, that's for sure. Everything's political. Everything's political. You can't do nothing anymore. That's not political. Drinking my coffee, it's political. Coffee. For 12, it's no longer a pound. You buy 12 ounces, $9.99. Okay? And folks, okay, respect. We live in a country with no respect. Look at our children, no respect. Look at the people that leave me these stupid, crazy things. No respect. All right? Look at the people who love Diddy. They got no respect. Somebody does something good, they get no respect. But somebody does something bad, they love them. Okay? I guess there is truth that good people finish last. I guess there's a lot of truth to that. Okay? It's unfortunate. But folks, you can rest assured of one thing. All right? When I leave, I will leave respectfully. All right? Like I live every day of my life. I try to respect everybody. Okay? I try to be polite. I try to make other people happy. And I'm a gangster. Anyways, folks, I wanted to share that. I'm very upset. I could probably go on for days and days and talk about this subject. But you know what? Turn on the TV. It's horrible. And Hollywood is terrible. Hollywood is no longer Hollywood. You can't find a good movie on TV no more. Okay? Unless you watch some movie that was made 20, 30 years ago. Okay? Or longer. All right? So, folks, if you haven't subscribed, please do. All right? I got a couple of meetings today, and I gotta try to make money just like everybody else does. Okay? I'm not a wealthy man. I never informed anybody in my life. So I'm not like these other gangsters that you see on YouTube where the government lets them keep their money, all right, and plus gave them a lot of money, okay? No, I never rat. I stood, I could look in the mirror, and I like the guy that I see every time I look in the mirror. Folks, I could Democrat, I could talk to a liberal, I could talk to anybody. I don't care what you are. Okay? We could agree to disagree. All right? You can vote for who you want. We all, certain rights that we have are slowly and slowly being taken away from us. Aussie, I just mentioned, I was not a rat, okay? Aussie Jace asked me, where's my millions for being a gangster? You watch too many movies, my friend, okay? Ask the other rats, ask the rats that got their money, okay? So you probably go and watch those rats and listen to them. Am I disgusted? Yes, I am. Thank you, Tech 101. God bless you all, folks. All right? Folks, all I do is I wake up every morning. I'm blessed to wake up and have another day on this earth. All right? The rest are not sleeping with the fishes no more. They're all YouTube, and they got millions of subscribers. Okay? Figure that one out. The rats got the subscribers. All right? Why? Why do people love rats? I don't understand it. So you could see how the decline of this country has gone. You see it. But yet everybody puts up with it. I can't talk about things that I did in my gangster life. I can't tell you everything I did in my gangster life, but Sammy Gravano could. Michael Franzese could. Johnny Eli could. Dominic Siscali. And all those others. Because they were rats. So they got a pass. Yeah. Let's take Sammy Gravano. He made a 16-year-old boy with no affiliation to the mob become unalive. He did it personally. Okay? They gave him a pass on that because they wanted John Gotti so bad. Okay? Because they wanted John Gotti so bad. So tell me how sick our government is. Okay? Tell me how sick our Department of Justice is. Tell me how sick is our FBI for doing that. Tell me. But it's okay. It's okay for him to come out and talk about all the people they unalive. Okay? And they don't use the word unalive. They use the other word. And I don't see YouTube or social media doing anything to them. They can use any language. I can't. What's the difference? You're right, Agent Orange. Well, folks, I gotta get running. You all got something to do. Have a blessed day. I'll let you know when and if I come back here to do another story. I'm sure I will. Okay? So, everybody, please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Okay? I'm not even going to ask you to hit like no more because I really don't care. Okay? It doesn't make a difference to me. Okay? People are too lazy to hit that like button. They hear something they like from somebody, but they refuse to hit that like button. All right? Thank you, Simon. I appreciate that. Everybody, happy Friday. As usual, all my love and respect to each and every one of you. God bless. Have a great day, everybody.